Well, hello, welcome back. My name is Brian. This is another Comedy Spot live show. This is a Bad Flick Show. You know it, you've seen it. It's produced by Alex. He's here hosting today too. Before I bring him out, it's my job to remind you of all the things and to say thank you. We have a ton of people that are Patreon members and that are subscribers on Facebook. And so we just wanted to say thank you to all of you that have become Patreon sponsors and kept the dream alive here at the Comedy Spot. We really appreciate it. We just started doing Facebook subscriptions also. So if you don't know what that is, you can subscribe on Facebook. Look, we have just a couple people so far because it's so brand new. But you get put into a special group where you get exclusive content that nobody else gets to see. Also, before we have Alex introduce the show, I just want to say that we appreciate all your comments. We can share them right here on the screen. Like Tim, he says, awesome guest tonight. That's awesome. Yes, you have a big surprise coming. You're not going to believe this. Hallie is here. Jess is communicating with other people that are here. She's like, I'm okay. Donna's like, sweet, I'm so excited. So thank you everybody for being here. We should end with this one. So excited from Allison. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and bring out your host. Look, everybody, it's Alex.
Hey, thanks for joining in on another Bad Flick show. If this is the first time watching, I get just the worst clips I can find. Just these are bad movies. Like even the Razzies won't touch these movies, okay? They're terrible. But I bring clips and I then bring on comedians to riff and joke about them and get their thoughts on just the terrible movies that we just saw. So I'm very excited for today. I'm going to bring on our first two guests here. They are just all around the Comedy Spot, super funny. Nick George and Lacey Carroll.
There's Nick, there's Lacey. I'll just add her in here. Look at that. Boom.
Nice. And we have a very special guest this week. You've seen him on The Tonight Show, on Conan, on The Late Late Show. He also is the host of the award-winning podcast, Never Not Funny, one of my favorites, Mr. Jimmy Pardo. Welcome to the Bad Flick Show.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Nice.
I apologize for my shiny forehead. I hope that doesn't affect anybody at home, thinking that there's some happening. President. All right, that's my political views. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're doing fine. Nice to have you on the show. We're super stoked.
So excited.
Hey, I have one quick question before we start. I don't mean to derail things. Does anybody know how Jess is doing?
Oh, she's doing fine. She's gonna go crazy now that you even said her name.
I just want to make sure she's okay. Want to make so concerned.
Yeah, when Alex came on, she just yelled out, Alex! She's here. She's here for the long haul.
All right, good. Okay. Thank heavens.
Perfect. All right, well, let's jump right into it. We'll get our first clip underway. And this first clip, I mean, we've all been told, a dog is a man's best friend, and sometimes they're not. That's cannot be the case. So, look, just be cautious and really take in this clip from the movie Dogs.
Dogs. Okay. We're doing something a little different tonight, so I have to change microphones, but now we're good. So here's the clip.
Howard! Howard! Howard, watch out! Let me in! Let me
Just nobody's doing anything.
Nice. There you go. That's your first clip.
All right. Well, I think this would have trumped.
Sure.
But I luckily. What was the motion? What was happening?
Possessed dogs, really. I mean, almost like they saw the birds and they're like, we can do that with dogs, though. We have the budget.
It seems like
See.
it seems like they wrote it and they needed like 50 like really menacing breeds of dogs. Like the first, all the rest are like friendly domestic.
Right.
Right.
Didn't have access to enough killers.
Yeah, they looked all sweet and cuddly. Those it didn't look all that scary. Look like, hey. The fact for this low budget thing, the director was able to get extras.
Right.
That is, there's no way those people got paid any money, right? I don't know.
I like the idea, like the dog. Those were the only dogs that had SAG cards. Like, oh, sorry guys, we can't get the other ones.
When I get Howard, who gets attacked first, it seems like most of the don't really care.
Don't care about Howard, exactly. Do you
I
think
felt
by
like there was nothing anybody.
well, attacked by a pack of friendly dogs? It's every man for himself. What about, I like the idea that Howard, the casting was that we're looking for a Seth Rogen type. And then Howard fit the bill with his weird half-beard.
What I really love is they opened up the door for him to come in, but then he was like, nah, I'm just going to roll along the door and wait for the dogs to come and get me.
Again, the dog didn't look scary, so of course he was like, let's see what happens here. And then he just rolled around with him like I do with a kitty cat or a gerbil. Guinea pig. Various pets.
Well, yeah. Before we get moving to the next clip, I did want to get to know the guests a little bit more here with a bad movie question here. This week's question is, in your opinion, what is the worst movie sequel? Nick, I'll let you go first.
Yeah, when you asked me that, the first which came like 6 after the original, and in hindsight, it's just emotional trauma that I went through because I saw it as a child, and I think my parents thought it would be, like, sequel to the original beloved film.
Sure.
But I don't know, Alex, or if any of you guys Return to Oz. But to a child nightmare. There's a few images. I don't even remember the full plot or premise of it, but basically I remember that there's like an evil queen, and she beheads people, or she has a hall of heads basically, and she like that leaving just that image. But I don't even know if it was well received when it came out, but to me that seems like the worst.
Sure, and that was the movie, not the HBO series Oz, right? It wasn't something they put on.
Aha.
No, it was about a president, a queen who kept changing heads, and I think it was actually by Disney, but it it fits weird fantasy films, I guess.
Sure, gotcha. Jimmy, what about you? Worst movie sequel you've seen?
The second you asked that question, the only one that I could, because there's a lot of bad ones, but the one that angered me the most was Caddyshack.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, it was one of the greatest comedies of all time, and then they're doing a sequel. That'll be exciting to go and see it. And then I don't know if anybody walked out of there. Another way, I'm interrupting myself. Blues Brothers 2000. Couldn't wait to go see the Blues Brothers. Like, the musical sequences are good in Blues Brothers 2000, but just like the Caddyshack thing, it's like we have all this nostalgia for it, and then you go see those movies in a theater. I paid good money and walked out like angry, literally angry. So I'm gonna go Caddyshack 2 and Blues Brothers 2000. Those are my 1-2 on
Is
sequels.
Caddyshack 2? Is that the one where they made a miniature golf course?
Yes.
And everything was big.
Yeah, basically what that TV show Holy Moly is now with Joe Tessitore and
Sure.
Bob Riggle, which is a great show. By the way, that 1 hour is funnier than the entire script of Caddyshack 2.
That's fair.
Yeah, and and Dangerfield wouldn't come back, so they got or he might have been dead by that point, but which probably was bad for casting. But Jackie Mason replaced that role, and it just didn't work. And Chevy Chase did return, but I think he only said, you're going to get 4 hours, and that's it.
Sure.
And like they shot all of his scenes at once, I think, and it just sucks.
It's awful.
Sucks. And if anybody out there wants to challenge me, I am at alexbadflix.com.
Send them all over their way. Lacey, what about you? But bad sequel.
I'm sorry.
You know, when I
Lacey,
was thinking of like the worst letdowns, it may not be the absolute worst movie, but 3 Eastern.
Ooh.
I think 1990, and I was super excited for like more future stuff, and Even Train was cool, but I did the stuff. It just wasn't for me. And then the other one was the next Karate Kid with Hilary Swank.
100%.
That was one of my favorite movies from childhood, and then to have the next Karate Kid, and I was super stoked. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be a girl, and I was like, oh no, it's terrible. So those were the 2 biggest letdowns of my childhood with sequels.
Everybody, wait just a second. So we're having some pretty significant issues with sound at this point. So I'm going to, it's been everyone's been commenting on. I've been trying to work it all out. So here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to stop down. I'm going to end this really quickly, and then we're going to come right back with the show. But I think we're going to just send out some Zoom links and get rid of Skype and maybe never use it again. So if everyone could just rejoin us in like 5 minutes, we'll be right back up and we'll be rolling. So join us right back. See you in a sec.